Okay. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. So hari ni kita ada briefing specifically untuk candidates session 1 yang dah register ataupun yang baru nak register. Welcome. Hari ni with me kita ada Mima dari Citron juga. Nanti dia akan share tentang Edupico. So just a reminder, you still can register and we'll be closing the registration 2 weeks before the session 1 certification program, which is on 14th of June. Okay, so without melengahkan masa, kita akan start. Okay, so while we are talking, while I'm sharing, Mima sharing, if you have any questions, you can pop up the questions in the comment and kita akan jawab nantilah dekat belakang masa Q&A session. And sambil-sambil tu bolehlah engage sikit and you can let us know where you from, dari sekolah mana and joining which program, so that we are not that sunyi. Okay, so without further ado, I'll start first. Okay, so for session 1 this year, we have 3 category of certification program. We have Edubit, we have Zumbit, and the new one, fresh from Melbourne, is Edupico. That one will be shared by Mima later on. And so for Edubit certification program, firstly, when you register, please make sure that you already have the kit with you. And by right at this moment, you should have already prepare or halfway doing your project. Why? Because during the certification program day, or I would say exam day, you only have 2 hours to submit the link of your projects, the picture, the poster, video, and also answering the theory test. Okay, so make sure you have the kit already and project is already ongoing. Okay, for Edubit. And then for Edubit, if you are new, we are using block-based programming, which is Microsoft Make Code. If you are new, you can type in the Google Microsoft Make Code, or if you want to scan the QR code also can. For Edubit and Zumbit, we are using the same language programming, which is Make Code lah. If you are new, please feel free to explore. You still got time. If session 1 is tak cukup masa nak join, it's okay, you still have session 2. So this briefing will be sort of your preparation lah. Okay, and then for Edubit, of course, to participate in the certification program, we would love to suggest and encourage you to finish all of the chapters. For Edubit, kita ada 11 chapter lah, termasuk dengan bonus chapter. Please finish it. If you need extra quizzes, you can go to Edubit Resource Hub. I'll share to you now. This is Edubit Resource Hub. So for each chapter, if you can go to the chapter resources, for example, I go to chapter 2, okay? I go to chapter 2, I press, and then I go all the way down. You'll see this chapter quiz. So if you need to know where is your level at, are you ready or not yet for the chapter, do you understand it, please feel free to take the quizzes. And if your book dah terkoyak ke, tak ada buku ke, tertinggal ke apa semua, we do have prepared the PDF version dekat Resource Hub tadi juga. So we have prepared everything for you, and if you have any question, please tanyalah. Okay, buku ada, challenges pun ada disediakan, dan trial test ni adalah untuk you all students, candidates yang first time especially, ataupun yang dah join tahun lepas tapi dah lupa macam mana format dia. You can go back to the Resource Hub just now. Okay, I'll share you directly so that later if you have questions you can ask. And then you can go to all the way to the certification column. You can scroll all the way down. You will see directly the trial test lah. Okay, when you press the button trial test, you will see a Google Form. So this Google Form is a sample of the first session later on lah. Sampel ni dia bukanlah ujian yang sebenar, tapi format dia adalah beginilah. Okay, so firstly you need to submit your poster for Edubit, and then you need to write description not more than 100 words lah. Okay, and then share the link of your project demo video. You can upload to YouTube, Google Drive, as long as the link is accessible to us. For YouTube, can be unlisted, listed also can, as long as we can access lah. And then publish your 𝐿𝐵𝐾ode editor project link. Okay, and then seterusnya is the theory test lah. Okay, theory test ni ada berapa? Saya tak pasti. Pembuat soalan yang buat, nanti you will figure out when you sit the exam lah. Okay, so ini pages that you will, this is the format lah basically for Edubit certification program. Okay, so you nak biasakan diri dengan format. For Edubit, Zumbit, Edupico pun ada trial test. So you need to get familiar with the format we have already prepared for you lah. Okay, so just as a reminder, for Edubit, there will be two things will be assessed. Firstly is online theory test. I briefly showed you just now the sample. And then secondly is your innovation project lah. Okay, which is by right now you already on the way doing it, so that you have enough time to submit or finish before the certification program. Okay, and then 3 things you'll need to submit. I showed you just now at the Google form. Firstly is size poster of your project. Secondly is a demo video of how your project works. Simple, sweet, not too long, not 3 minutes or 5 minutes, as simple as 1 to 2 minutes is sufficient enough lah. Okay, and then your project code with comments. Some of you might or might not know how to do the comments. If you have questions, tak tahu macam mana nak buat, please ask the questions in the group or here, then we'll show you later on during Q&A. Okay, and then untuk poster, macam mana akan di-evaluate? The poster we will see lah whether you doing the poster relevant or not. Meaning to say, ada include suitable image of your project ke tak, atau as simple as illustration ada ke tak, and then short description lah yang clearly communicate atau let us know what is your project about or how does it function. Very simple. I'll show you the sample later. And then for the video, clearly we just need you to let us know how does your project works, and then please be creative because there will be marks given for that. Okay, and then in a sample of what we expect to receive or get from you lah. So firstly is poster, and then video, and then code. So how you want to see more example of this, you can go to Resource Hub again just now, Edubit Resource Hub. How you can find this is you just type in Google or any browser Edubit Resource Hub, and then you can go to projects. After you go to projects, you will see the samples here lah. Okay, so if you're not clear how to do the poster, you can see the samples that already have been uploaded here. This is done by student that submitted previous certification program lah. Okay, and then next, ini yang dimaksudkan tadi for your code that you submitted. Please make sure that you include comments. And if you don't know how to include the comments, please let us know. Later we will show you. Okay lah? So this is the sample. And then if you don't know how to use Canva, tak pandai nak buat guna PowerPoint, Google Slide tak pandai buat, it's okay. You boleh lukis. Okay? Sample dia yang macam ni lah. So we make everything as simple as possible so that you can participate and you can see how your knowledge in the Edubit kit lah in STEM. Okay, so if you can see this example, you tengok one time, you already know this project is the bubble gum machine. And the second one is during MCO, we want to make sure people stand at least a few meters from us. So this one will beep if someone is near lah. So this is the example of poster you can do. You don't have to do it digital, you can draw it. Okay? So requirement untuk pass, untuk Edubit, you have to at least pass the theory test by this marks lah, to pass 60 and above. And if you don't pass, no worries, you can join again on session 2 lah. Okay, so if you don't pass, your project still can be the same, just improvise a bit. Okay, change a little bit, make sure it's not the same as what you have submitted during session 1. Okay, so far okay? I don't see any comments in the columns, but I expect everyone is okay, so I'll just carry on. So di mana nak register, as I said just now and I remind just now, the registration still open until 14th of June. After 14th of June, we hope there will be no can we still register this and that. I think we have give ample time for you to register until 14th of June. So after 14th of June, our team, which is myself and Mima and the rest of the team, will send you an email. The email will actually include the link for you to take the certification program that will be open on 28th of June lah. Okay, so if you don't get it but you already have registered, please reach out to us. Where to reach out? You can join our support group. This is the support group for Edubit. If you cannot scan now, it's okay. Later you can search in your Telegram group. You just type Edubit support group, it will surely appear lah. Okay, so next is for Zumbit. Zumbit is also similar as Edubit. The difference is there's no project. Okay, there's no project need to be submit, but you do need to do practical coding tasks. What it means by practical coding tasks is you can go to certification column at the resource hub in Zumbit. And then at the top here, it might or might not be obvious for you, tapi ini adalah sampel test yang lebih kurang dengan Edubit tadi lah. So this sample test, you can go in. And then when you go in, you can see for Zumbit, we request for students to take a picture with your Zumbit and make sure it's 1:1 ratio lah, meaning to say it's in square. Even if it's not square, I think it's okay as long as the picture can be open and it's the picture of your selfie with your Zumbit. Okay, because at the end of the certification program for each session, we would love to feature all of your pictures that you submitted on our social media platform lah. Okay, so you can find your picture when we have uploaded it, and then as usual we will ask the details, and then we do have the practical coding task. I'll show you later on. So for Zumbit certification program, two things: theory test and practical coding task. For practical coding task, what you need to submit, two things: a video that clearly showing your Zumbit performing the task that's been given. Secondly is your project URL. Okay, meaning to say the link. I will show you what we often receive the link from student. Some of it is accessible, some is not, and I will show you later why. Okay, so for Zumbit, contoh soalan adalah macam ni. Okay, so this one is in English, but rest assured the questions later on will be in dua bahasa, which is akan menjawab soalan Cikgu Muhammad Shan lah. Soalan akan dalam bahasa Melayu dan bahasa English. Okay, so don't worry, Okay, so ini contoh soalan untuk practical coding task, and I just want to give you one sample, very quick one. You pay attention at the question A, okay? The task requirement for A is on start, turn on headlights 3 points, and scroll text zip zip zoom across the display 2 points. Okay, and if you notice, we will prepare the blocks that you will use terus juga lah at the make code there. Okay, and then you already pay attention at the question task number 1 A ya. Okay, this is the answer sample. So for just this block only, you already get 5 marks. Okay, so study, do a revision from chapter 1 to chapter 10, then I can make sure that you can do the task lah. Okay, because tak ada soalan kebat, tak ada soalan luar kotak, tak ada critical thinking. There's no such questions. Everything is in the book. So if you have go through everything, answer the quizzes, you should be able to answer lah. Okay, and then this is the sample questions, the same as Edubit. 60 and above, you will pass. If you don't pass this time, there is session 2, so don't worry. And session 1, session 2 questions is not the same, so feel free to join as many times as you want, as you able to. If you cannot join on session 1, don't worry, you register again for session 2 lah. Okay, and if you have any questions for each of the kit, Edubit, Zumbit, Edupico, we do have our respective support group lah. So if you join Zumbit, please join Zumbit support group. Kalau boleh jangan tanya soalan Zumbit dekat Edubit, boleh, tak ada masalah, but we do encourage you to join the correct support group so that we can support you through there lah. Because dalam support group tu kita ada banyak cikgu, ada our engineer from Cytron is also in there. So if you have any questions, for example, your maker line sensor cannot detect, we can help you lah. Not to help you to send the kit, no, but to figure out what's the problem. Okay, so far that's from me. I will pass to Mima, and if there's any question on how to share the link of project code, I will share later on Q&A lah. If there's no, then I assume everyone know how to do it lah. Okay, so now I'll pass to Mima.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Okay, so untuk next, I will be sharing on the Edupico part. So it will be similar-ish to Edubit, but entirely a different coding software lah. Okay, so for similar things that I'm gonna go through, so sama juga macam Anna. Okay, so the Edupico is the innovation kit for Raspberry Pi Pico lah. So I hope most of the students yang ada dekat sini, candidate yang dah register, you have gone through, and like Anna say, halfway through building your projects lah, innovation project. So after getting the Edupico, the first thing you need to go through is all the chapters lah, chapter by chapter, to get to know on how to do the coding, how to understand about Edupico. So dekat dalam Edupico ni kita ada lebih kurang dalam 8 chapter. You guys can also view the Edupico hub. We have the resource hub available on the link here. And now maybe we can help to share dalam comment. Okay, so if you cannot find, simply just search for Edupico hub, Cytron, and then that's the first thing that you can check through. Okay, so total ada lebih kurang 8 chapter. Chapter pertama is just mostly untuk understand how to use Tony, just understand a bit about Edupico. The rest chapter adalah untuk penggunaan komponen dan juga sample project. Okay, so once you're done with all the chapter, like Anna say, please go ahead and try the quiz in the resource hub. We have for every chapter at the very bottom of the website lah. Later I will show in for you guys to see. So the quiz are meant untuk student test dan belajar lah untuk tengok betul tak faham every of the chapter available in the book lah. So yang ni bukan test, it's just a quiz that you can try many times, multiple times lah untuk pastikan you betul-betul faham each of the chapter available. Okay, so once you have done, rasa dah ambil all the 8 quizzes and then dah confident, ready for the test, we will suggest you guys untuk try the trial test next. So yang ni macam Anna tunjuk tadi, untuk you guys a bit untuk faham lah macam mana the final exam would look like lah. So the trial test is also available dekat Resource Hub. Okay, so similar to Edubit, the course compilation requirements ada dua. So first thing is to build and share your own project, innovation project menggunakan Edupico dan komponen yang berada dalam Edupico. And the second thing is to pass the theory test, which is the first session on another 1 month, 28 Jun. Okay, and then once you are ready to take the final exam, the project submission requirements adalah A4 size poster. So Anna kata tadi, kalau you don't know Canva, you don't know Google Slide, any lukisan artwork also is acceptable. Then we require you to show a short demo video, how the project works, how the component works together, and lastly the project code with the command. Later on I will show how to sample code lah untuk tunjuk macam mana nak add command to your code. Okay, so this is just a sample submission. Untuk Edupico, we don't have any existing project because this is the first year yang kita buat certification program untuk Edupico. But this is the rough idea lah. You perlukan poster, you perlukan video demo dan juga you punya Python code. Okay, so but then if you have any question, macam mana nak tunjuk video, macam mana nak buat poster, drop us a message in the Telegram lah. Okay, requirement untuk pass similar to Edubit and Zumbit, 60 and above. And like Anna say, kalau tak berjaya di session, then can try second session on the second half of the year lah. Okay, untuk register, you can go ahead to Edupico Hub. We have a page khas untuk certification. All the information related to the certification program for Edupico is available on the Resource Hub. And if you have any question, for Edupico, we are based in Raspberry Pi Education Malaysia Telegram under the topic Edupico. And then our engineers are there, our communities are there. If you have any trouble, tengah buat project ada issue and everything, so let us know and then we can ask any technical question there lah. Okay, so I'm gonna show a bit on the Resource Hub. So I believe everyone have gone through the Edupico. Kalau tak pernah buka, this is just the name, Edupico Hub. You can just search on Google. So this is the homepage. The certification programs are available here. Once you click, dia akan masuk. Okay, so we have the trial test and then the timeline. If you are not sure to take session 1 ataupun session 2, you can go through and read first and then click for registration lah. And macam Anna bagi tahu, for session 1, we're gonna close the registrations on 14 June. Okay, so if you want to join for session 1, then go ahead. We have about around 2 weeks left lah untuk registration dan also untuk you guys buat project. If you're not ready, then do not rush. You can join the second session afterwards lah. And if you have any questions, we have a general FAQ here that related to the certifications lah. Okay. So the things that I and Anna have mentioned before, what is this, the requirement for the day itself. So everything is available on the certification punya page here. Okay, so if going to the final assessment, okay, so this is the sample form lah yang lebih kurang sama dengan final exam nanti. So the first page is mostly on your personal information, and then second page you will go through the project detail submission. So I put here for poster, brief descriptions, and also the link. You can send us a video from Google Drive for viewing purpose, ataupun you can upload to YouTube lah for public. Okay, and listed, unlisted, up to you. If you want to show your project, then we welcome you. If not, you can just privately share with us lah. And then for Python, instead of MakeCode, we won't have any link to Microsoft MakeCode. You will have to submit your .py file. So this is a sample. You just have to upload the code. So let me show Tony here. So if you have seen Tony before, once you have the coding here, so you can click File and then Save As. And you can put the name of your project and .py. So as simple as that. Once you have saved, and then you can just simply upload into the link here. Okay. So make sure by the time waktu hari kejadian, waktu exam, you have your video ready, you have your project ready, and then you have code ready to upload. So that the day itself just mainly focus untuk jawab soalan. Okay, so do not spend time finding where everything is in your laptop. So make sure everything is prepared ahead while you are doing the exam lah. So the 2 hours time can be focused on answering the questions. Okay, so I'm gonna show a bit on how to do. Okay, this is a sample. So if you see, this is the main code, and then adding comment, tak sama macam MakeCode. It's just as simple as adding hashtag and then any comment line. Okay, so this is the way to add comment for Python lah untuk Edupico. Okay, so you don't have to put for every single line. You just have to put for the main instructions of your code lah. Okay. This one, I don't have any sample, but if you have any things to ask, how to do code, how to write my comment and everything, and then you can drop us a message in the Telegram group. Okay, I think, and that's it for Edupico from my side. If you guys have any question, drop us a message in the YouTube, in the comment section, and then we'll answer you.
Okay, I think that's all from our side. I think we have finished. Unless there's a question for us, then we'll answer right away. But if you're still thinking your question, please can ask in the support group, or you can ask now, because I think we have another half an hour, but we have covered everything. I just will show you for MakeCode how you actually can share the link correctly to avoid you sharing the wrong link. Okay. Oops. I think. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll share like this then. Okay, if you can see, I suppose you can see. Okay, normally when you go to your MakeCode, you'll see everything here, right? So when you do your project, for example, this is the project that I already have, okay? And then normally, this is what normally student will do. Kita minta hantar link project URL kan? Pelajar biasanya akan directly copy dari sini. Dekat atas sini, if you can see. That end with hashtag editor. I want to tell you that that's not the correct way. Because when you submit this link, we actually cannot see the project that you submit. Okay? When you submit the link that ends with editor, we as the Citron team, as the evaluator, we will see our own project, not your project. I show you the sample, okay? So if I copy like this, I open a new tab and I open like this, I will see my own project and it's direct. But if I share the project from here, if you can see the highlighted, you see I share project. You can name your project title, and then I click share project. I will have specific link here that not ends with hashtag editor, and then I can copy it. You will see the difference. I dah copy kan, and I buka with the specific link not end with editor. When I buka, Can you see the difference? It will open make code yang not editable. Bukannya tak boleh edit, boleh je edit. Tapi if I do a bit of editing, I need to share again a new link, which is generate another link lah. Okay, so please remember that, and please avoid directly copy from the link up here so that we can see your project and then we can evaluate your project lah. Okay, so I think for now that's it from us. I don't see any questions. Is there any FAQ that you have, Mima, that you want to answer? Yang just now I share is a question from a teacher actually. Semalam ada cikgu teks, dia tanya macam mana nak share project link. So that's why I share, and I believe a lot of students, especially yang baru, bila kita minta link confirm, dia akan copy dekat atas, lepas tu dia paste je. So that's why I show that. But if you have any extra questions, you can ask. We open the floor for another 5 minutes, Mima. Yeah. While waiting, do you have anything that you want to share, Mima?
I think from my side, it's the same thing that I share just now lah, on the comment part. So there's also teacher tanya macam mana nak add to the code lah. So like I shared just now, dia different daripada make code. Make code you will have like entirely another tab dalam make code kan, and then you will have to type your command line in that lah. So yang tu sebab kita gunakan block paste punya coding. But for Raspberry Pi, untuk Edupico, we are using Tony punya software. So Tony adalah typing punya base lah. So the common way of typing is untuk Tony adalah just add hash dan tulis whatever comment afterward lah. You will see the command line takkan affect you punya coding langsung. Okay, so ada cikgu tanya, can teacher take Edupico certificate? Yes, actually we are open to anyone who is interested to take the Edupico certification. Just that our certifications are certified by AP University, and then we will submit it to the KPM untuk dapatkan pemarkahan at the end of the year. So it's only available for students and students primary and also secondary untuk get their PAJSK mark. Okay, so for teacher you are welcome. In case you nak try dulu before letting your children ataupun letting your students take it afterwards. So you are more than welcome untuk try dulu lah. Okay, certificate is the same for everyone. Then however you use it afterwards is up to you lah. Give some ideas.
Dia bagi kita kerja rumah ni.
Give some ideas. Okay, untuk Edupico project, if they say ideas lah, the kit itself available up until using IoT, because the PicoW you can actually use Wi-Fi ataupun Bluetooth lah connections to do any internet based punya project. So untuk bagi ideas, the most common one lah. Usually I will give idea yang maybe you should improvise. Okay, usually we heard about smart home lah. Okay, automatic buka kipas, automatic buka lampu and everything. So I'm not giving ideas, I'm giving generic. Okay, so you should improve more lah, because smart home is like a bit common punya project nowadays lah. Okay, so if you go through, let me share. For Edupico, we don't have a vast galleries of past project yet lah. Okay, but we do have some photos available of some of the Edupico projects created by our students lah. So you can have a view, and there's no description, but you might get an idea lah on what they are building based on each of the photos available here. Okay, so if you want specific idea, okay, then have to come and find lah. Okay,
you can reach out to Mima or anyone in the support group. Someone will sure answer you in there.
Okay. I think there's another question. How many times student can take? Okay, the trial test is similar to the quiz, you can do how many times until you are ready. Kalau betul-betul student you nak pasti dapatkan 100% score, then take it as many times as possible lah. The only thing yang ada limitation is bila hari kejadian exam, the form will be only available for 2 hours. After that memang kita tutup sepenuh je, then you won't be able to access it anymore lah. Okay?
Okay, kita ada soalan, kena tangkap dengan Zumbit ke? I assuming soalan ni yang tadi yang gambar tu kan? Ya. Kita nak dengan Zumbit sekali. Kenapa? Sebab kita nak collagekan gambar tu sebagai kenangan lah. And for example, you join session 1, session 2 you nak join lagi. You boleh lah simpan gambar tu untuk kenangan you sendiri pun. Okay? So also because we want to see you, okay? Sebab benda ni online, dia bukan physical. So we want to know you. For let's say one day kita orang buat workshop ke training ke at your place, so we can at least familiar dengan you and you know that kind of thing, okay? And then yes, kita encourage you tangkap gambar dengan Zumbit sekali, okay? Kalau tak boleh, tak nak, tak ada paksaan. Yang lain, kalau boleh lah. Okay, kita tak paksa, okay. Okay, so we have from Edupico curator yang membuat Adrian, dia kata if you need more ideas for project, you can check out at that link lah, okay. Yep. Is there any more questions? Okay. Any more questions? Okay, we have suggestion from Cheryl to share the make code add comments. Okay. Hold on let me share screen. It's a very chill day. Okay, share screen. Okay. Untuk Edubit je. Untuk Zumbit tak perlu tambah komen. Okay. So for example, this is my code, okay. Untuk project smart home Edubit, dia ada 2 cara nak tambah komen. Satu, when you right click at these empty spaces, you right click, dia ada satu kolom ni, option for you to add comment. Lepas tu dia akan keluar satu kertas kuning ni, pad ni. You can use this, no problem. Tapi the best way I would suggest is you tekan dekat block ni, contoh block on start, you right click, lepas tu sorry I ada komen dekat sini. Okay, I right click dekat each block. For example, now I have 3 blocks. We do want you to do comment at each blocks so that we know what you are, so that we know you understand what you're doing. Okay, so for on start, dia set servo S1 yang dia dah set ke 90 darjah kan. So when you click at the empty spaces, dia akan keluar kertas kuning. Tapi bila you tekan dekat each block, dia akan keluar, dia tak akan keluar terus, but you will see something appear at top here, benda kecil ni. Okay, then you tekan, dia akan keluar ni lah. Okay, so this one you nak gerak dia sejauh mana pun, it will be still, we know that you are actually explaining for this block. But if you are using this notepad, the yellow color, contoh dia tergerak, you put it somewhere is hidden that we don't see. Contohnya macam ni, lepas tu bila kita zoom kan, kita tak tahu, kita tak nampak. And then we have, I think I will, for me, I will just guess yang you sedang explain benda ni, tapi sebenarnya you explain benda ni. Okay, so we encourage you to do a comment at each blocks lah, specifically. Okay, yeah, I think that's how you can add comment. I think that's all for me. Is there any more questions? If not, we'll end another 5 minutes. we'll do a countdown. And then if there's anything else, or Mima, let's open the link that's shared by Adrian to give the sample lah. And let's show the teachers.
Okay. And to the stage. Okay, so if you watch through here, this is still in the Edupico hub. These the video tutorials here. So under this subsection, you can click on Edupico projects here lah. So these are the sample project created by our team. So we have about 6, 7, I think about 8 sample project. So this one is using various of components and functions lah. So you can pick some of the ideas available here. Tapi ada sebagai the word improvise. So make the projects better. Find something additional things that show that specially made by you lah. Okay, so don't copy. You are more than welcome to take reference from here or any other available projects outside that. Tapi pastikan there is something to prove that these are your own innovations lah. There are something innovative, something creative there on your project. Okay. Okay. Oh, ada say. Yes, for the session today kita akan post on our YouTube, so you can rewatch the videos on Citron YouTube channel lah. Okay. Okay. So these are the samples. You can go through here. We have about 8 projects lah. Okay. I think that's a bit of the questions for us. Cikgu ada soalan lagi tak? Semua cikgu je tanya. Student tak tanya. Cikgu tolong tanya.
So yeah, we would love to emphasize again, open to everyone. Okay, untuk cikgu, untuk pelajar, untuk mana tahu ada pengetua atau siapa-siapa je lah. Okay, boleh join. Tapi kalau you want to ask, is the question the same? Yes. Tak ada beza. So cikgu dengan student ambil sekali, tak ada masalah. So you can know the knowledge. Not a competition lah, but it's just to know what you can improve lah. Okay. And other than that, just a reminder, when you register yourself, please make sure that your email is active, that you use for you to register anything. Make sure it's active lah, so that so 2 weeks before the certification program, Mima and myself will send out info page. Okay, the info page will look something like this. Hold on. Info page. Okay, the info page will look something like this. Okay, so why we want to share the info page? Because it will be include the link for you to do the certification program on the day lah. Okay, but the link, the Google form won't be open directly when you receive it lah, but we will let you know when it's open, which is on the day 28th of June. And then this all is the reminder of what you need to submit. For example, an email address, full name, IC number. Please make sure you submit email address is active, your full name no typo, because when there's a typo, your certificate or whatever that you need us to generate later on might have error also lah if you submit wrong, got typo. Okay, and then there is FAQ here also. So how do you know that you have successfully registered? If you akan register after today, is you will receive this. Okay, it's 2 weeks before. Kalau you tak ada receive info page, but you have register, reach out to us. Okay, sebab kalau you tak receive info page, I don't think you can reach the Google form for certification program lah. Okay, so please make sure check at least seminggu sebelum. We definitely will be standby also lah. On 28th of June, we'll stand by. We will monitor if there's anyone that have problem to access the Google form, we are on standby, so don't worry. It's Saturday, I know, but we'll still be on standby. Other than that, this info page is very important. It's to confirm that your registration is went through lah. Okay, and for today we have a link for you to fill in, and we'll give out the certificate lah. Okay. Okay, there's no more soalan. Kalau tak ada, then you can fill in the QR, the attendance form, then we will see you on 28. If you have any problem, you can reach out. Untuk poster untuk Zumbit kena buat poster tak? Tak. Untuk Zumbit, dia hanya perlu, dia ada dua benda je. Satu, theory test. Kedua, practical coding task. Untuk practical coding task, dia ada dua soalan. Confirm, tak ada soalan lebih dan tak ada soalan kebat. You just need to go through chapter 1 to chapter 10 of Zumbit. Okay, so tak ada poster. And the difference of Zumbit and Edubit and also Edupico is the duration of the certification program. Untuk Edubit dan Edupico 2 jam. Untuk Zumbit 3 jam. Okay, kenapa 3 jam? Practical coding task tu ada cabarannya, especially for those that's first time joining lah. Okay. Yep, I hope that answer your questions. If there's anything else, okay. If ini sebelum 14 Jun an offer. Okay, offer dia adalah if you need online training, you can reach out to Mima for Edupico, and then for Zumbit and Edubit, you can reach out to me, Anna. Okay, you can find my name in each support group, and please make sure it's before 14th of June. Okay, and it's either if we are available, then we'll arrange our schedule lah. Okay, if you need. Okay, that's just an offer for us to you. Okay, I think that's all. If there is nothing else, I think we will end here. Mima, is there anything that you want to add on?
No from my side.
Okay, then if like that, we'll see you on 28th and in Telegram then. See you. Thank you for joining.
Thank
Bye.
you.